Good morning, everybody. Happy Memorial Day. Me and this beautiful little thing are going to show y'all how to do some pickled quail eggs, as well as we're going to candle a few quail eggs and lay a batch flat because we should be hatching in a few days. We got enough for 5 jars, so we got 5 jars getting ready to start sanitizing. And these are our quail eggs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dozen plus 2. So that's a pretty good haul. We're gonna get these washed up and get everything prepped and get back with you. It's very important to sanitize everything, obviously, because you don't want to get your family sick. And canning and pickling eggs, like, it's not a FDA approved method, so I reckon I better say that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just go with what ancestors have taught me, and generation and generation and generation passed on with canning things and pickling. But I'm gonna show y'all a little yeah, baby girl, give me 1 second. I'm gonna show y'all a trick. Well, I say a trick, I learned it from YouTube, how to get a perfect boiled egg. But I'll show you a little deal that I do. I'm just filling this pot up with hot water, and we'll be good to go in just one.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Tutti Frutti.
Good morning.
How are you? Are you helping Daddy pickle these eggs?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
All right. Can I have a high five? Yeah. Love you. You can see I didn't fill it up all the way. Halfway, a little less. I'm going to go ahead and get that cut on high. And now we're going to wash our eggs and get them babies ready to go in there. I had this fry basket that I set down in the water. So I'm just going to take my eggs, wash them with warm water. Just if they have any poop on them or anything, you definitely want to get that off, because, well, obviously that'll be in your water, and then it'll get on your peeler, all that good stuff. So definitely want to wash your eggs. How I do it, I don't boil all my eggs that I want in one bowling. I do them separate because I want to stir them as they go, and 2, I want them to cook good. I want it to come back up to temp bowling as quick as possible, because trial and error I've learned that trying to do a bunch at once isn't gonna pan out for you if you're not set up for it. But we're gonna finish washing these eggs and get back. Also, another topic while I'm thinking about it that is very good to notice: you want to put your hands on each one of your quail eggs, because they are very fragile no matter what you do, and make sure there's no cracks in them. You don't want to be boiling a bad egg. I mean, which I don't, if they show any skin or anything like that or break, I don't typically see. I just broke one right there. That's okay. That's why I have extra. But if you'll be able to see, though, if it's bad or not once you start boiling it. But definitely want to wash it, and just for, your family's sake. Water jug. What do you think it is?
A water jug.
A water jug?
Yeah.
So cool.
I like water jugs.
You like water jugs? Me too. That's what I put my water in, so I can stay hydrated. Yeah.
Can I get some watermelon?
You want some watermelon? Sure. Let me wash these 4 eggs, these last bit of eggs, and I'll get it for you, okay?
Okay.
Alright, eggs are washed. Water is a rolling boil. Make sure all your eggs are covered. And the reason why I use this is so I can stir them like that to keep the yolk centered to make a perfect boiled egg. So I'm going to start my timer for 8 minutes. And the reason why I do it for 8 minutes instead of like 5 is because the pickle, or not the pickle, but the egg sheller that we have, it calls for 5 to 10 minutes. So I just kind of go in the middle. 7 wasn't quite hard enough as of a bowl. Yeah, give me 1 second. 7 minutes wasn't quite enough, but 8 minutes is a sweet spot. So that's what we're gonna keep doing in like half batches at a time instead of like crazy. Also, we have our jars coming up to it's starting to bubble a little bit, so that'll be complete. Always fill your bowl up with cold water. That way you can dump your eggs, set them in immediately. Go ahead and start transferring them to room temperature and get them cool. I'll put a little bit of ice in it as well. This was a Port Orleans cup, Riverside, Disney. One time in the dishwasher. No longer. No longer. Just a yellow china cup. If you have an ice pack, that'll work too. I was trying to limit my ice usage. So that will cool your eggs off as well. Alright, we are going to make our brine. I'm going to lower it down to where it's leveled where you can see how I'm pouring it. So this is a 4-cup measuring cup. I'm going to do 3 cups white vinegar, 1 cup, oh no, Jesus Christ, I spilled a little bit of it, but it's okay. 1 cup apple cider, oh, look at that baby. What's her name?
Holly.
Holly. Yep, that is Holly the Slytherin.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, Daddy's gonna get back to making this, okay? Love you.
Love you.
Okay. So now we've got our 4, excuse me, baby, will you get out the kitchen? We got our 4 cups of vinegar, 3-to-1 ratio. I'm just gonna spin my eggs one time. We're gonna pour that into our pot. And I'm gonna do that one more time. You can do it accordingly, however, but I was just doing it like that to show. And you necessarily don't even have to do it with that ratio. I'm just trying to use some of these trying to use all these vinegars I have open. So that's almost 2 cups. So I just went another 4. So we got 8 cups vinegar, and now we're going to do 2 cups water. That way we have 80% vinegar, 20% water. Because we had 8 cups vinegar, 2 cups water. That makes our 20%. Also, got to get a 1/4 cup pickling salt. So let me get that out and I'll get right back. Okay, I said 1/4 cup, but what we're gonna do, we have 5 jars, so I'm gonna put 5 teaspoons of salt. So I have a 1/2 teaspoon here, so I'm gonna do 6, or I meant 10. So that's 1, 2, oh, that really wasn't much of one. Well, it'll be all right. So that'll equivalent a teaspoon in each jar. All right, now that we have a burner open, that gargantuan freaking canner we got. So I'm just gonna put it like on a medium heat and just try to melt the salt as much as possible. Or I say melt it, just dilute it to where it, you don't see no particles of it. Just once it starts getting a little hot, then you really want to make sure to start stirring it good, because that salt will stick to the bottom of your pan. Ain't no good at all. So we got our second batch of eggs cooling. Got these bad boys, they're good to go too. I should probably put a little bit of ice over these. All right, we're gonna give our, what you call it? God dang. We're gonna give our liquid a stir. Can't remember what it's called. But we're giving our liquid a stir. Starting to get some bubbles coming up, so we'll be able to, as soon as it starts boiling, we'll be able to kill that. All right, we've cut our sanitizing pot off. How I do it, just grab it and tilt the water out. That way you're not burning yourself. You can just set it right here as you go. I'll show you one more time. And you always want to make sure to pick it up to where it'll go through a hole, not splash all over you. Vidalia onion. I like to keep my onions in circles like this, that way they fit in the bottom of your jar good and they lay flat, and it doesn't interfere with your egg stuffing process. And I'm just going to use all these 2 onions for all 5 jars. Peppercorn medley. I just take about a Justin Wilson teaspoonful in my palm like that, and I'm gonna do that in each one. All right, so I have bay leaves. I'm gonna do that in each one as well. Forgot jalapenos. How I do my jalapenos is I cut them like long ways down the center. Now you have like a chunk like that. There'll be the other half like that, and then do it in 4s. That way, easier to clean. And I'm just basically for the flavor, you know. So I'm gonna put 4 pieces of jalapeno in each one, all about the same sections, same size. I'll show you how to do my jalapenos real quick. I needed a couple more, so panned out just fine. Take the tips off, the bottoms, cut it in half, then in half again. And I just take the guts out of them and seeds, so we're just getting the flavor, not much of the spice. Okay, I have a egg machine. I take a Tupperware container and put it like that to catch the shells. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you how I like to do it. I like to do it on the go however you think the instructions tell you, but I have done this a few times, and my way of doing it is by far not the best, but it works for me more so than what the instructions say. So let's go. So I just do a little bit on the top, then wherever you have it cracked, or like, oh come on, it's gonna make a liar out of me. There we go. Perfect quail egg. I have a cup right here to just get you a couple fingers worth, and just because the eggshells will get there. All right, so we about to get getting with it. So boom, that quick. I stand corrected. Doing it on the pointy end with just a little roll all the way around is seeming to work way better. So I'm cool with that. Oh, what is that Ava girl doing? Hers is a crazy goal. All eggs are peeled. Now to wash them. Get us a couple jars over here. What I make sure to do is just do, I guarantee I put 2 dozen in each one, and whatever I have left over I just go one by one and add extra to it. My strainer, I bowled them in, rewashed it, eggs, count 2 dozen, and be a lot easier than trying to 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I put 5, 6? You know. Anyway, makes a lot. All right, so we have all of our eggs in our jar. We have seasonings complete. Everything's good to go. So now we're gonna give our one last final little whisk in our vinegar. And we're gonna use the same measuring cup to pour. I can top the rest of it off with vinegar. I ain't talking to you girls. I've been talking to the YouTube. I can top the rest of this off with vinegar, which is what I'm gonna do. I do. Now you can see like there's a little bit of headspace. We want to fill it up to a little bit more each one, but you want to leave at least like 1/2 inch headspace for when we go to pressure can. Okay, we are going to top our jars off with some vinegar. Going to take a clean rag, and we are going to make sure that no debris is on our jar lids. And I got a little bit of vinegar there, it's okay. Because if we have like a piece of garlic, say, on the, and I'm just going to take a little bit of vinegar and wipe around it. And we're cleaning it now. And all of our bands as well. Actually, we need to re-submerge them in the boiling water. And I've taken the lids that we're going to use and put them in some boiling water to soften them up. That way, when the time comes for us to put them on our jars, we're good to go. And they'll be soft enough to conform to it. And any of our seasonings, we want to make sure is stuffed down as well. What we're doing here, we're just getting our lids. What we want to do is make sure to get our lids centered and make sure our rings don't have any deformities. And you know, once you feel it tight, like getting a little tight, just whoop with your fingers. It does not have to be wrenched down whatsoever. Once again, just try to center this as good as possible on our jar. And once I felt resistance, just whoop, just a little tight. All right, we have our lid submerged down, and remember, you have to have a rack. You can't put it directly on the bottom of your pan. If you don't have a rack, you can just put like a dish towel or a couple of washcloths in the bottom of your pan to make it not crack your jars. So we are going to find our lid, which is right here. We're going to shut this. And I'm going to put a timer on for 15 minutes. Boop. A lot of people start it at 10 minutes when the water boils. So I know that water is not far from it. Put my daggum hand in it. So I did 15 minutes, and that'd be plenty for our canning process. And I will show you how to do that in the process. But in the time, we're going to lay our eggs flat and candle them. All right, the time has come to candle and lay these bad boys flat. So what we're going to do, just take them out and go set them on the counter. Get them candled. Here, grab two. That way I can grab one. Okay, we're going to leave this lid back on just to keep the temperature good to go. Well, the eggs are flat. We couldn't see a thing, so we don't know if they are good to go or not. We shall see. I'm going to look into getting me a egg-like candler, I guess, because we were very unsuccessful. Anywho, back to the... All right, we have completed our water bath. These are a lifesaver to grab. So what you want to do is make sure to pick it up straight, up and down. Not left, not right, but straight up you can. We'll get that excess water off of it in a second. So once again, we're doing it. Not tilting the water off, trying to get it off of the lid. We are solely wanting to get them out without causing any disruptions in the sealing process.
Where did I dump it at? The meat chicken. Meat chicken. The small one?
The ones in the chicken tractor, baby. Grab that one a little low, but that's okay. Okay. And now, let's take a look, and you can see the vacuum process starting to begin. See? Whoop. That's what creates our seal. That's why we don't touch them for 24 hours. Which you don't really have to wait the full 24 hours. You can wait until it's room temperature, then it'll be good. So we have ourselves 5 jars of pickled eggs for the family. Good protein, quality fats, and the baby, all the kids love them. So it's a win-win for us. Thank everybody for watching. I'm glad or hope I could show y'all how to pickle some eggs, can them, all that good stuff. And we will make another video when the quail hatch. Thank you, love you, God bless everybody.